So seeing as the weather's nice, and Heather and I have booked a holiday we're going to Strasbourg for a few nights, and then we're coming out through Germany and going to the Netherlands for a few days. So I thought I would show you the van so far before I do some vlog updates on the upgrades, and then we will vlog as well while we're away and share our, hopefully, amazing trip with you. We've got a storm coming tomorrow, so I thought I'd come up to Beachy Head here, nice and scenic, in the sunshine, and yeah, get some good shots of the van. That was a really badly timed motorbike going past. So in here we have, this is our water heater. It's a gas one, runs off of the same gas bottle that we use for cooking. And I've put the gas bottle lives down here. There's a little T-piece in there. I haven't put any valves on it yet. I do plan on doing so, but I want to put them up high so we can quite easily turn the gas off and everything without having to open up the door and come outside. There's another motorbike. So yes, the heater works off of a battery that lives up underneath there. I want to cut a hole in the kitchen unit there, come straight up the top, and that will yeah, vent all the fumes out. At the moment we just have the door open and we just pull this out and out the door, which seems to work pretty well. There's a lot of heat comes out of that. So kitchen unit's all done. These, I do have an issue with these. They do that, another motorbike, they do that while we're driving, which is really annoying. So I'm going to have to try and cut with some, that does have little rubber pads in it, but they don't seem to stop a great deal of the noise. This one, see, that one does. That one's not the one making the noise. So that's all good. Kitchen cupboards, obviously I haven't put handles on yet, so I need to do that. And again, these tend to make a bit of noise as well while you're driving. I do have some catches I'm going to put in there as well to line them up, but so that's another source of noise. Well, I'll come to the front now. This is a really strange way of doing a van thing. Actually, I need some advice. So we have the little dog, Tilly. I don't think she's been in any other videos actually. We've got a little dog. And at the moment, what we were doing is she was sleeping, we were putting her dog bed here on the floor in between the seats, which worked really well. And she was tied up. You can see her lead down there. So she can't access me while I'm driving. She can't come and interfere with me while I'm driving. But she's not been very happy about that. So I put her dog bed on the seat. And she doesn't like being on the seat either. She doesn't like being high up. It's a problem we had with the old van as well, with her in it. So I could do with some advice on what anyone else does with their dog in their camper van. I haven't finished the raised floor section. She normally sleeps there when we're camping, so I did think about possibly putting it there. So I might try that out, but I'd love to know what you think. So if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments below. They are blackout blind things we put in the front windows, but this is the rear seat. So the plan, what we were doing, I need to make a table to go in here. This seat swivels round, and then this is a little dining table for Heather and I, little dining area. This seat also swivels around, and what we were doing was we would put the laptop on the kitchen unit, and that's where we would watch DVDs when we went away last year. I'd like to put a big DVD TV screen up here so that it's just a little bit nicer. Don't have to worry about the laptop. Plus, I found out as well, my laptop doesn't have a DVD player, so we're actually watching movies on YouTube. Then we got to the bathroom, so we put this sliding door in. This we bought on eBay with the runners, which do work. There we go. new greasing. I haven't used them for so long. Bought that for £25, I think it was, delivered. It's quite good. So yeah, bathroom. This leads me on to another issue we had. We never got around to blanking out the windows. So when we went to use the toilet, we could see out, which was lovely if we were parked in a nice scenic spot. But it's not so great if there are other people around. So hence the carrier bag taped to the window. So again, never got the shower fitted. I'll put some corrugated plastic on these walls, board in, so we've still got gaps around there and a big gap here. So that's neat, that all needs doing. The toilet did work really well. Now bear in mind, I'll put a link up here. This is a homemade composting toilet and I had no idea whether it would work or not. But it did, it worked really, really well. And needs tidying up, so things like the switch there needs to go in properly. And what we had was in there, well, they're empty now, but in there were our #1 containers, which we only ever filled, well, took a spare one just in case, you know, we could swap it over and go and empty one of them. Didn't even get it half full, which is brilliant. And we used a mixture of water and vinegar to flush the toilet. Which again, is no smells at all from it, absolutely brilliant. And then under here we had a bin in the back there with a bin liner, and your #2s go in there, and then you cover them with wood chippings, sawdust, which we got from a pet shop. So that all worked really, really well. You can get scented wood chippings, which we were actually looking for, but no one had any in stock, which is really strange. Apparently Pets at Home do keep it in stock, but the time we went there they didn't have any. So yeah, so the shower, because we're going away for a couple of weeks, I want to get the shower working. This all needs waterproofing because it's all still bare wood. Wasn't totally happy with using those bottles for the #1s, so what I'd like to do is run a pipe all the way down underneath, and I'm going to weld up, just get some flat sheet steel, weld up a tank underneath the floor. And that leads me onto the bed area. So these cushions that I bought on eBay, really, really comfortable. They are pretty much mattress ones. I think they got springs underneath. So we got basically these drawers pull out like so. Ignore the junk, and they're all full up of junk yet because I haven't finished building. So yeah, I just left all my rubbish in there, upgrade parts, and we've got like our shower. So these, pull the drawers out at halfway, and then these are what are they? Hard plywood, 12mm plywood with a little bit of hardboard screwed underneath, and they basically fit in there like that. So you do that with all four. You've got 2 small ones at the back and 2 big ones at the front, and then the big cushions slide into the middle, and then these back sections here just shove them down on the sides, and that's all good. So that makes up the bed, and then we've got a mattress topper that goes on top of that, and then duvet and pillows go on top of there, and that's how we make up the bed. Yeah, so then you've got the overhead cupboards, which are from the original ambulance. I've done nothing with it apart from there were 2 here, and I obviously had to cut one out to fit the bathroom in, and I've moved it, which way did I move? I moved it that way, slightly inwards a little bit. I did just notice earlier that the gas struts on this door have gone, which is really annoying, but they're deeper than they look. You can't really see in the video. To be honest, even in real life they don't look that deep, and Heather and I were really, really surprised at how many clothes we could get in there. So got one for me, one for her, and then we used this one for cooking, and we got so much food in here, it was ridiculous. We didn't even use it, all of it. So we've left tea bags and cooking oil, a pot of porridge, a few bits and pieces in there, non-perishables I think we call them. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. At night we got the original blackout blinds. I did leave those 2 closed up, just because that's where the sun is. They work really well, except we've got these, there are gaps in the sides that do let some light in, and I suppose if someone really wanted to look in, they probably could. But so yeah, I'll probably was thinking I might just make some foam inserts. I've seen people do that before, and I've just got to find somewhere to put them. Or I might take these out altogether and make curtains. We'd have them tie up here or something, which would look quite smart, and make it feel less ambulance-y, if that even is a word. But the heater is in the passenger's the passenger step, so it's really hard to get in and out of the van. So what we normally do is come in the side door and just walk through the middle, but this gap here is not as wide as maybe we would like, so another thing I need to do is cut the passenger seat base and try and just move it across a few inches just to make it easy to get in and out. This I want to raise, this raised section of floor, I want to sort of bring it along and forward a bit and kind of curve it around here a little bit, and maybe put some fancy lights. I've seen a few people do that, which looks really good. And the fridge originally was in the front box over there. That didn't really work, so I've now put it here, which actually works really well. If I'm cooking in the kitchen, I can just, you know, slide that out, open up, take out what I want. So yeah, that is the van build so far. If you like what you see, please do subscribe. I will be updating this more regularly than I used to. I am going to try and vlog with all my vehicles, hopefully once a week. That's my aim. So give the video a thumbs up if you have any suggestions or any ideas. Put them in the comments below, and hopefully I'll see you next week.